from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns taking on Derek Carr and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw his Carr. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Javonte Williams. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Buying time to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Pushes him aside at the 10. They can't tackle him. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw here pulled in by Galladay. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now Carr. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and 5. Hurts. taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Carr. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker able to connect. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. The Steelers send out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Lockett. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cleveland offense making their way out. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, Hurts. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Throwing on second and long. Hurts forced out to his left. Looking towards the sideline, finding Kelsey for the completion.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And this a 5-point game as they've gone to the half. Justin Fields, a touchdown pass in that first half. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they've gone to the half in that one with the visiting Saints out on top. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, open man is Galladay, complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Being chased out left. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And that's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Throwing his Carr on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 2 of the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing now is Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rhodes. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he is going to lose yardage here. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, to throw on 2nd and 10. Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Carr. It's caught by Hooper. The 40. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. And we pause a moment here because wide receiver Kenny Golladay still down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Godot's kick is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts buying time to his left. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Carr's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. From the 27, Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Browns. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Carr to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Now Carr. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
The quick slant caught. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Browns are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they continue to make
Come and get me.